Hi everyone, it's Mike McCarthy, Kookaburra Cup. Here's your update for this week. I'll run through it reasonably quickly. Just going to talk about the colouring in competition, a couple of team updates, what's happening this Friday under the new traffic light system, gear, hats and shirts and hoodies, and I'm going to talk about statistics which are posted online. Colouring in competition, there we go. We did a colouring in competition. We had 10 prizes of $20 and a pair of 70 cricket pads worth $79. Basically, the rules of the comp was in the video we said you've got to say something nice about myself or Carl, or actually write down the make sure you included the Kookaburra Cup logo. There we go. There are all the entries. Not many. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries. If I've missed one, let me know, guys. But I kind of each of these guys get $20, but I'm going to give these guys $10 each extra. There we go, because it says you're awesome, Mike. We love you. There we go. That's what happens when you actually choose the winners. Um, so there we go, the McClintock family. You guys get 30, the rest of you get 20. Watch out for your next colouring in competition. There we go. It's easy money, guys. Easy money. And there weren't many people that actually sort of participated. Okay, so this week we've got another field, as you can see here. We've added a white field in between the blue and the orange. We've also got rid of all the restrictions, the dead zones, and all that sort of stuff. Just be responsible, think about where you're sitting, etc. No changes with the development. We're just going to keep those guys in the same place. If you did want to move team, or you find that one of you guys is a bit further away, then just let me know and we can swap some people around in teams. Yeah, so there we go. So that's that. This Friday also we're going to have the kitchen open, but they're going to be serving out from the decks, $2 sausage sizzle and hot chips. That's all we're going to do with that, keeping it really simple, and that will also go through to next week, and then next year we'll start back with the full kitchen. The bar will be open this Friday. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so don't ask me why, how, or where, or what, but this is going to be the way it works. You got to scan in, so you got a COVID scanner, standard COVID scanner, and when you actually come into the premises, that's the same scan-in that you use when you go to the toilet. And we've also got another scan-in. So there's going to be one way to come in, and that's going to check that you're vaxxed. Okay. And then if you want to buy a drink, we've got Rob Jane on the barman, and he's a stickler, that guy. He's going to make sure you've got your digital ID as a sport, as a member. Okay. You actually don't need to be a member to get this. Okay. So because you're part of the Takapuna family. It's actually not linking to our membership site at the moment, but just go and use this website up the top here. Scan this, and it will go through, and you then create your digital ID. And you're going to need that if you want to buy alcohol, because Rob is going to ask you if you've got one, and then you're going to have to muck around and do that. So do that now if you can. This Friday, okay, so no raffles, no lolly scrambles. We're going to scrap that for this year. We're just sort of semi-responsible. We can't have little kids walking around everywhere. Well, we could do, but yeah, we're just deciding not to. So we're going to flag the prize givings and all the scrambles. I do actually have some hoodies available. So actually really small, sort of size 5, size 6s. So for the little wee kids, if you want to buy one, they are $75 each. Come up with some cash, and you can buy them off Neve at the desk. If you want to buy some hats, you need a hat. You've lost your hat, come in, give us $20, and we'll flick you a hat and a new number. And if you want to upsize your shirt, come and see us today. We've also launched partnership cricket. The reason why we've launched partnership cricket is because we actually have an odd number of teams. So one team has to play by themselves, which is actually really quite a cool game. So we've got Team Jamaica, who's actually got 10 players, so it's perfect for them. They're going to be playing on the pink pitch, as you can see here. If we go to kookaburracup.co.nz, you can see here Jamaica are playing partnership cricket. It's actually really good. So one team a week will play partnership cricket. And what happens is we pull names out of a hat, and we choose the partnerships, and you play as a partner. So basically you've got 10 in a team, 2 of you will be batting, the rest of the 8 will be fielding, and you bat 3 or 4 overs each, and the top partnership wins. So it's all about playing as a partner, which is actually a really good thing to get used to in cricket, because you need to run lots and get lots of runs. So there we go, and you get lots of cricket. Also remember our sponsors, guys. We've got Suss and Grace down here. We're trying to get them involved a lot more, but the club rooms, not many people flying through the club rooms. Those guys do home staging and also giving us really good deals on Samsung products. So if you want to buy some Samsung products, let us know and we'll put you in touch with the Macmillans who run that show. But Cricket Express, obviously, get your gear from Cricket Express. Get your bats from Kookaburra. We'll be launching the photo competition soon, and that's going to be all around supporting the sponsors. You're going to have sponsor stuff to be in that competition. So we want to see Kookaburra staff, Cricket Express, Barfoot and Thompson. Financial Lifestyle, of course, that's me and the insurance guy. Just remember, support your sponsors. What else is there, guys? Stats. So for those interested in stats, this is something, actually, I'll come back to this grade here. So if we cruise up and we click into stats by KCUP2, you can click into here and you'll see stats. So what happens with these stats is your cap number basically goes to your school, yourself, your school and your team. And what we do is we record your stats. Now, don't get too hooked up on the stats. If they are wrong, there's a really high chance I'm going to say to you, fantastic, I love someone who's passionate about numbers. How would you like to do the stats? It's a big job. We are going to get it wrong sometimes. What I'm interested in is, have we got the right number? Okay, so if we've got your wrong number, then that's important. And there are people with wrong numbers, because we've got people here that have been allocated numbers and they don't sync with what I've got. I'm going to go around and try and tidy that up. So basically here, 650, you can see that cricket is very much a mathematical game. You can see 650 bowled 2 overs, faced 12 balls, bowled 12 balls, took 3 wickets and had 3 ones against. So basically what happens, they get 15 points for those 3 wickets, and 3 points gets taken off them. For their batting, they faced 13 balls and they got 1 out. So that's a negative 5 points, but they got an extra 39 points. So what happens is we don't actually show the points, and the reason why is because some people are on negatives, so it's not cool. So the points basically add up, and what we do is, if you've got more than 8 or more in the competition grade, then we average those points out, and that school actually wins the Kookaburra Cup. That's how it works. So if you've got over 15 players spread out with the development squad, then the lowest points taker, so if you've got someone who's actually in negatives, then we take that lower score out, which increases your average, which basically makes it better. So the more kids you've got across development and competition grade, actually helps you to win the Kookaburra Cup. And of course here we've got the bowling. So basically the economy, so that means that every over that 650 bowls, then basically what happens is they get 1.5 runs scored from them, because they bowled 2 overs and got 3 runs scored against them. So the lower the economy, the better. The strike rate, that basically means that the amount of runs that are scored off them per over as well. So that must be rounded up. 3 runs against, yeah, something like that. Anyway, so no, strike rate is every 4 balls they get a wicket. There we go. So every 4 balls. So you want that to be low as well. So batting average. Now your batting average is 39, and the reason why he's got an average is he's been out once. So if you've got someone who hasn't gone out, so see here, so 709, they scored 25 runs. They haven't been out yet, so that person does not have an average yet. Strike rate means that basically every, what does that mean? Hang on. So a strike rate, if you're on 100, for example, that means you score a run a ball. So this one here scores basically 3 runs a ball. So yeah, scores lots of fours, lots of sixes, total runs 39. There we go. So that's your batting statistics. So have a look at that, and that's why we have cap numbers, and that's how you win Kookaburra Cup. I'll just go back to kookaburracup.co.nz, and I'm probably waffling on, and you might not even be interested in the stats, but it's all about that is actually how we run the Kookaburra Cup. If you have a look down here, top performers after game 2, I tend to add a little bit more every week. So basically you can see number 1802 is the top scorer, equal with 966 from South Africa. So South Africa have got some really good big hitters here, and you can see here the top strike rate. There we go. So they're scoring fast, and top wicket takers. So there we go, from South Africa as well. I've got top teams, but I haven't displayed that. So basically, schools to win the Kookaburra Cup. The current holders, Willow Park. Anyone from Willow Park, can you return the cup as well? So we're going to announce that on the 10th, which will be, yeah, so we announce the Kookaburra Cup every term. So Willow Park, somewhere our Kookaburra Cup is with you guys. So if you can get that back to me, that'd be great. Milford could potentially be up there. They've got a lot of kids, and yeah, there could be a chance that they may take it home for the first time. St. Joseph's have won it quite a lot, but not as much as Campbell's Bay. Campbell's Bay sort of numbers are a little bit down with you guys. Takapuna Primary, and also I've never won it before in Northcote, sort of around about 6. So these are all people that have got, all teams that have got about 8, more than 8 players in the competition grade, and they may be spread throughout teams. It doesn't matter because you've got your cap number and we know what school that you bat to, so that's how it attributes to your school. So essentially Kookaburra Cup is a school competition, and that's basically how it rolls. Anyway, that's about it for me, guys. I'll catch you later and look forward to seeing you on Friday. Adios. Bye.